What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'm doing race 6 for the 2024 Food City 300. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This week in the NASCAR Xfinity Series has the Bristol Motor Speedway, the world's fastest half-mile racetrack, a track that has a lot of calamity, sometimes chaos, a lot of tempers flaring, and a lot of stuff that will happen. This also is the regular season finale, so the final race of the regular season before the Xfinity Series will begin the playoffs. That's big as well because the Xfinity Series for the first time will be on the CW. So make sure you have the CW set up so you can watch the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Bristol. The last time we ran at Bristol Motor Speedway on the half-mile concrete track, we saw Justin Allgaier pick up his third win of the 2023 season. He'll be looking to pick up his third win of 2024 this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. But before we go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this weekend is looking extremely promising. It's going to be 85 degrees a high with 59 degrees with only a 10% chance of rain with mostly cloudy skies. Going to be cool once the race starts, but still going to be pretty warm. Make sure to prepare everyone out to the racetrack. The weather is going to be pretty solid for this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks usually work. I do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers I expect to struggle throughout the weekend who I think will not have a good run this weekend. I do 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers who desperately need a good run, who will have a good run or really good at this type of track. And I do my winner's pick, the driver who thinks going to win a race overall. And then I do the drivers I need to watch out for, and usually for the Xfinity Series, I got 4 drivers I need to watch out for along with the race winner. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the 2024 Food City 300? My first suck pick for this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway is the driver of the 27 car for Jordan Anderson Racing, Jeb Burton. Jeb Burton has struggled so far in the 2024 season. While he's had a couple good runs, when you compare his stats to 2023, especially on short tracks, he has taken a major step backwards on that kind of performance. And I really don't think that Jeb Burton is going to have the same pace or speed he had last year this weekend. I think he's going to struggle, unfortunately. I think he got caught up in an incident last year in this race. I don't think he's going to have a good run. I unfortunately do not expect him to set the world on fire. I think he will unfortunately end up struggling on Friday night at Bristol Motor Speedway. My second suck pick for this weekend at Bristol is the driver of the 1 car for Junior Motorsports, Sam Mayer. This one's going to shock a lot of people, considering the fact back in 2020, Sam Mayer actually won his first ever Truck Series race driving for GMS Racing at the track. And usually Sam Mayer is a really good short track racer. However, Sam Mayer has been super unlucky in the second half of this year. He's either winning races or crashing. He's had, I think, 8 or 9 DNFs so far throughout the 2024 season, and I really don't think Sam Mayer is going to be fast. Well, I think he's going to be fast, but I think somehow, in some way, even when he's running up front, I think he's going to get caught with a really bad break, and he's going to get caught up in someone else's mess. I think, unfortunately, will not run well, and I think he'll have a bad luck this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump on the underdog picks for the Food City 300. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway is the driver of the 11 car for Colleague Racing, Josh Williams. Josh Williams has struggled so far in the 2024 Xfinity Series season. However, one area he's been really good at is short tracks. He got a top 10, I believe, at Richmond not too long ago. I believe he got a top 10 at Martinsville as well early in the season. I think Josh Williams is going to have a solid performance. Plus, Colleague Racing overall, it seems like they found some of the issues they've been having, and I think that Josh Williams will run pretty good. I think the pace is going to be there for Josh. I think he's going to have a good chance and opportunity to run up front, and I think Josh will contend for a potential top 10 and maybe an outside shot at a top 5, considering he's been pretty solid in the past at short tracks like Bristol Motor Speedway when he drove for DGM Racing. My second underdog pick for this weekend at Bristol is the driver of the 97 car for Colleague Racing, Shane Van Gisbergen. Shane Van Gisbergen is coming off having a top 5 finish at Watkins Glen, and on oval so far this year, he's been pretty good. And remember back at Martinsville, he finished 11th place and almost got a top 10 finish. While I don't think he's going to go out there and contend for the win, I think a top 10 is certainly possible. Like I mentioned with Josh Williams, the call cars are a lot quicker, and he's going to have Josh Williams crew chief as well, which I think on this type of track is really going to help him. So I think Shane's going to have the pace and speed, and I think he'll contend for at least a top 10 for sure this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway in the 97. And now we're going ahead and jump on the winner's pick for the Food City 300. Who is my winner's pick? The driver who I'm picking to win this weekend is a driver who's potentially making his final NASCAR Xfinity Series start ever and final start in the top 3 divisions. I'm picking the driver of the 88 car for Junior Motorsports, the owner of the team, Dale Earnhardt Jr., to pick up his final win in NASCAR. I think Dale Jr. is going to get it done. Look, go back to last year's race. Junior legit had a shot at winning before basically the car caught on fire. He was leading that race late with around 50 to 60 laps to go, and had the car not caught on fire, Dale Jr. probably ends up beating Justin Allgaier at the end of the night. Plus, the 88 car this year just won most recently with Connor Zilisch, and when Carson Quaffle and Bubba Paul have been behind the wheel, the 88 car has been up front. I think Junior's going to get it done this week. I think Friday night he gets it done. I think it's going to be a big celebration. I'm picking Dale Jr. to get the win on Friday at Bristol Motor Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump on the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at Bristol. Who should you have your eyes out on? The first driver you should watch out for this weekend at Bristol is the driver of the 20 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Ryan Truex. Ryan Truex has been very solid so far in the 2024 season, has 2 NASCAR Xfinity Series victories, those coming, of course, at Dover and also at Daytona a couple weekends ago. I think Ryan Truex is going to be a threat to win. He's been really good on short tracks throughout his career, and also the 20 car has, I believe, won the most races as a car number so far. Eric Almirola also won this car at Martinsville, so I think he's, and we also know that Christopher Bell won at Loudon, so I think that Ryan Truex will have a really good chance, and I think he will be a threat for the win this weekend at Bristol. The second driver to watch out for this weekend at Bristol is the driver of the 81 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith has been up and down in the second half of this year. However, Chandler Smith has always been good on short tracks, especially flatter ovals. Now, this isn't a flat track, but he's won at Bristol in the Truck Series in the past, and almost won at this track, I believe, last year as well. I think Chandler Smith is going to be a major threat. I think he will be a contender, and I think he'll have a good chance and opportunity to potentially get his 3rd win and a very long winless streak that goes back to Richmond earlier this season with this team. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at Bristol is a driver of the 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Sheldon Creed. While Sheldon Creed has not picked up the win, he's been very solid as of recently. At Darlington, he finished inside the top 5 and probably should have won. Then Atlanta, I think he had a really good run there as well. Then, of course, this past week at Watkins Glen, he finished in 2nd. I think Sheldon Creed is going to be a threat to win this week. And while I don't know if he's going to get the win, he might still finish 2nd. Maybe the Dale Jr. I think Sheldon Creed will have a really solid chance and a pretty strong opportunity to pick up the win and maybe finally get that first Xfinity Series win this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. And my 4th final driver you should watch out for this weekend at Bristol is a driver 00 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Cole Custer. Cole Custer has been probably the most consistent driver though the last couple weeks. He's been very unlucky. But I think that Cole Custer is going to be a threat and contender to pick up the win. I feel like he's had one of the fastest cars all year so far in 2024. He's been pretty good on short tracks throughout his career. I think Cole Custer will have a really solid chance and a strong opportunity to get the win this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. So, those are my race picks for the 2024 Food City 300. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Jeb Burton, Sam Mayer. My underdog picks are Josh Williams, Shane Van Gisbergen. My winner's pick is Dale Earnhardt Jr. And the drivers to watch out for Ryan Truex, Chandler Smith, Sheldon Creed, and Cole Custer. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be it for the race 6 video for the 2024 Food City 300 at Bristol Motor Speedway. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support my Patreon as well. Let's go below that and combo your picks below for this weekend at Bristol. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, let me know your winner's pick, and let me know your drivers you're watching out for this weekend at Bristol. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we'll have Cup Series race picks for the Bass Pro Shops NRA night race. We're also going to have basically the paint skin video for that as well. Then on Thursday, also have the Truck Series race review. And then on Friday, we're going to have the NASCAR news video, most likely early to middle of the afternoon. We'll have reactions to Cup qualifying, among other things as well. And if any major news breaks throughout the rest of the week, we'll discuss it here live on the channel. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.